evidence that our professors go way above and beyond what they are required to do. These are the people. They saved this place in their own time, in their own effort, and I have so much gratitude for that. My first class at Columbia College was a Baker Station class, and it was a month after my partner died that I attended that class, and I almost didn't go. I was really afraid to go. I didn't know if I was going to feel comfortable being there. And not just the students, but the teachers just held and supported me in such a profound way that it allowed me to really kickstart the next chapter of my life, and allowed me to realize that I could get another degree. I have a degree from Bennington College in Vermont. I have a bachelor's degree, and I wanted to change my trajectory, and came to Baker Station and ended up coming to Columbia, and I'm pursuing a degree. I'm supposed to have my degree at the end of this term, and I really hope that will still happen. But I just really want to express my support for these professors, and not just them, but for all of my professors here who have really given me an opportunity to be in this field. My first internship after my second class at Baker Station, which is the Department of Natural Resources in Washington, and then through that I was able to get the position at Calaveras Big Tree State Park. I'm their wildlife surveyor. They've never offered that job before. They only gave it to me because I asked it, and because I asked for it, and Tom brought me to the park for my forestry class. So this is just great proof that these professors do the work, and they really give the opportunity. They're going to be writing me letters of recommendation for my scholarship. They're there to support me whenever I need it. They're writing me letters of recommendation for the positions that I want to apply to, and they do that on their own time too. So I just want to, and we're here to talk about Baker Station and how much that place supported me, but I wouldn't have that support without the people who keep that place running and keep this program running. So I know that we're here and we're talking about numbers and we're talking about money, but this isn't just about that. It's about people's experiences and their lives and our professors' lives and the students' lives. And I just really thank you for listening to everything that we have to say today, and for the adorable slideshow that Tom put together.
I'm a veteran. I live in El Dorado County, so I come all the way up here just to go to school, because there is nothing like Baker Station or this college anywhere down where I live. All the other community colleges, they've done away with anything having to do with anything forestry or outdoors. I did a semester at Folsom College, and it's nothing but basics. There's nothing for the kids. I advertise to people all the time about this school. Just always, I'm trying to recruit. So Baker Station is a satellite educational facility in which the education happens while you are immersed in your surroundings. Whether it's staying in the buildings that have survived over the years, or taking a shower in the biggest tub I have ever seen. And it is big. At night, sitting around the campfire while others eat s'mores, and the guys are out playing horseshoes and barbecuing, trying to trip on the porch. I had my first Columbia College class at Baker Station, Mushrooms and Fungi, starting May 29th. Most of the classes are only available up there. These are classes like nowhere else. I spent every single week at Baker Station this summer from Thursday to Sunday, except for one because they didn't have enough people to sign up for the class. And the only reason that I did not get enough signed up for the class was because the scheduling was screwed up, and it wouldn't let me sign up for that class because the meetings that we have approximately 2 weeks ahead of time, that it would not let me conflict the time of the meeting, even though it really didn't exist. It's been a minute. The class says, it says you have a meeting from 12 o'clock till 1 o'clock and 1 o'clock till 2 o'clock. Well, that middle one there says you're in 2 different places on that hour. So I cannot sign up for my classes I needed this last year. I missed out on one that I somehow maybe have to stay another semester just to pick it up. So that needs to be fixed. Because I wasn't the only one. I was at Baker Station when the sheriff's deputy came to give us an advisory. We were to prepare for evacuation. A while later, a California Highway Patrol officer came through using his bullhorn. We were officially evacuated. We had to go over Sonora Pass to go home. And thank you for the reimbursement. Right now, that reimbursement for that is paid for my gas for 2 weeks coming up here to school. Once I left Baker Station, I was obsessed trying to get info. I stayed in touch by the Forestry and Natural Resources Facebook page. When the information said that Donnell Fire was in striking distance, I did not sleep that night, waiting for Dr. Hofstra to post the news, good or bad. Once we knew Baker Station was safe, then we had to wait for Forest Service to allow us in. So many have gone back up. Even if you can't stop, just knowing it is safe has given us solace. Even when they were opening the road, the day I heard they were opening the road, I drove all the way up the very next day and went all the way up just to drive by and basically come back. So I did go and I made a sign and I put up there. The little security lady didn't like it, but I went over the sign. Thank you to firefighters.
Laura's great.
So, I love Baker Station. I tell everybody about this place. You guys have got the greatest college ever. Thank you.
My name is Lachlan. I'm a natural resources major here. Like one of my earlier associates had emphasized before, in short, there's no place like home. If I was to move to another location in the country to pursue a natural resources major, I might be lucky enough to find a program being similar. There's no one else that could provide the thoroughness and hands-on learning experience as we do with Baker Station. I can imagine the fields associated with Baker Station take up a big percentage of the majors that are offered via Columbia College. So I would assume properly adhered knowledge of what it takes to not only make it in high country, but protocols, situations, and instances in real life can pose serious care and consideration. Environmental science, forestry, biology, natural resources, sooner or later, they all have to take place in these exact settings. One way or another, Baker Station serves as a way for instructors to ensure the knowledge that they've provided has been properly acquired. And more than likely, a point that may not get pointed out quite often, but a very rare upper hand offered by Columbia College that you won't find twice, that individuals from all over are graced with the blessings of the knowledge that you can't find, or should I say, grasp until you're face to face with it. I myself am indigenous to Tuolumne County. I grew up in the forest and love knowledge of the natural world, to the point to where I had been confident in my application for my first Baker Station semester. Boy, let me tell you, I love my instructors, and apparently need them something terrible too. Baker Station is essential to our program, and along with instructors like Tom, Crystal, and Laura, is a major essential to our program and the difference between the best and the rest for Columbia College.
Jeff Fullers, I'm the father, the former board member, and then faculty member. So I was coordinator at Baker Station for a couple years before Tom took it over, and he absolutely has done an amazing, marvelous job. What I offer is a little different perspective. Other outside groups have also used Baker Station, including the National Association for Geoscience Teachers, their Far West Section Conference in 2011. Professors from all over Nevada, California, and Hawaii are in that section, and they have come to Baker Station for a field conference for a 3-day weekend. Additionally, UC Santa Barbara has used Baker Station. Their field mapping geology classes came up there for a couple weeks, and it actually changed the geological thinking in the Sierra Nevada. The professor, Dr. Kathy Busby, has inferred from the doctoral student work in her own mapping that there's a new plate tectonic boundary opening up at Sonora Pass. So take our classes for more information. I just want to say, I remember Abe and Ann, when I was coordinator, you guys came up in the van and were telling stories and stuff. I'll never forget.
Another one.
You said, yeah, that would be great, but going up there and participating in a class, spending the night, I don't think we spent the night, but spending a night with other people, and you just come out of it as this little tribe, right? Tom's got this amazing forestry tribe. And finally, last thing I'll say, Abe, I never forgot, you said, Jeff, as a board member, they're going to print what you say, not what you mean.
All right, I want to point out that there's two handouts. One is the operations and maintenance plan for Baker Station for this year, which has all the nuts and bolts and nitty-gritty details you might want. And then the Baker Station historic context put out by the Forest Service, which is the complete history of Baker Station as well. So you guys can read at your leisure. Yes.
I can bears up there.
Yes.
I've never had anybody putting a rattlesnake in your tent.
And there's plenty of trout in the river across the street.
Right.
In case you're interested.
I was going to ask